Hello, traders. Welcome to the earlier stream. It's Power Hour for the stock market.
It's time for Power Hour.
And so we're starting the stream with the S&P 500, or the SPDR, the ETF of the S&P 500, and it is currently trading at its lowest price since June 2nd, and is below that level we've been talking about since the price formally bearishly back tested the key inflection point from September 2021 as resistance. The next support that made any sense after that event was where we are now. And it's really just kind of a little zone. A zone of inflection. And we'll mark it with some gray here. Make it easy on the eyes. So you can see that key inflection zone. There it is. There it is, man. And alert's been going off, during the stream intro, which isn't a common occurrence. It was the volatility index hitting its highest level in 4 months, and the NASDAQ 100 futures. Those are my alerts that went off. So that's it. That's where we are, and we can look at those futures if you want. And here they are. Here they are, Larry. S&P 500 6-week lows, along with the Dow Jones not as bad, only lowest level since early July, and then you've got the NASDAQ 100 it just did that. Woof, that was that alert. Eclipsing that low from August 18th to give you the lowest price since June 8th. That's where we are there. And then the Russell 2000 already broke support and is very close to its lowest levels you've seen since late May, early June. So it's kind of the rundown on the futures, the quad screen, the battle station. Okay. The lower highs came in after the highest high, and then the lower lows coming in after the low. Yikes. Now a lower low than even the previous low. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get these back. All right, so let's. We got some big losers today. Amazon's getting sued, right, by the FTC, I believe, and boy, did they take a wallop on the chin today. Down over 4%, a market driver, one of the largest market cap stocks in the world, and just moments ago saw the lowest price intraday since June 22nd. After that second target of the trade setup, and then like one high, second high, third high, and yeah, there was divergence on the RSI, and some Class C bearish divergence on the MACD histogram before this happened. So, okay, nothing weird about that. It getting sued's kind of, that's random. We didn't know that was coming, but what happens at profit-taking levels? People tend to take profit. Lowest RSI reading on Amazon since, the lowest reading on Amazon's RSI of the year of 2023. You got to go all the way back to December 28, 2022, since we saw the RSI this low on the largest e-commerce company in the world. So we're talking about maybe yesterday on the index funds, there might have been some potential, the P word, potential Japanese candlestick reversals, but you had to have today follow through, and there was no follow through. Exactly. That's why you can't just identify a Japanese candlestick reversal and say it is. It can't be without confirmation with follow through of price action the next day. So Amazon, we can look at Apple also, and getting taken out of support, I think. We're talking about maybe they're going to hold. Nope, not going to hold. You're rivaling the lowest price you had seen since August 18th. You are, in 48 minutes. Remember, it's Power Hour. The stock market closes soon, and you are working on, and it's almost certain you're going to have your lowest daily candle close on Apple since May 24th. And you can see another inflection point has been regarded as resistance. It's been rejected. And now you're catching follow through after that breakdown back test. And the oscillators are as bad as they could get on Apple. If you're talking about being set up for more downside, where you're talking about Apple currently at 38.9. So you're in the bearish control zone. but just barely, meaning there is so much downside potential on the price before this oscillator becomes what will be considered oversold. And then by that time you get oversold, it might be divergence or something. Yeah, you'd probably be showing divergence by the time Apple gets down to 165 or lower. Okay, Apple and Amazon, and look at Google too, because Google, remember, it was a beautiful rising wedge, and it's like, okay, it broke down, but it hasn't really had much follow through yet, and still not like the craziest follow through. I mean, it's down. I mean, it's at its lowest price since August 25th, but again, I would think that outperformance would be probably exceeding the measured move of this wedge, which size of it's not really that big of a wedge, right? From the beginning to the beginning at the top and the bottom, right? The size of the structure from the breakdown. I mean, yeah, measured move, make it just moderate performance, 120, 147. You get a long way down before you even see that. So, I mean, it's like, I wouldn't even, that's cool, good start, just not much. All right, let's go to Microsoft that had put in its first lower high of the entire year, was just sitting at a support with no bids yesterday, and it's broken. You have broken the inflection point that takes you back to, well, it's a zone. It was from December 2021. It was from February 2022, March 2022. Buyers defended that level by the grace of God in mid-August with a rally that again manifested into the first lower high of the year of 2023 and rolling over, and now you're below support, and there's just a lot of downside potential here. Like the next major inflection zones like 276, 281, and you really can't be that surprised after the really nice hidden bearish divergence after your first lower high. Someone would call this head and shoulders. You could. It'd be a hyper head and shoulders, right? The hyper head and shoulders where you have a left shoulder, a right shoulder, and there's such a lack of demand on the right shoulder that the buyers are unable to even rival the left shoulder. And we were talking about just yesterday, when an asset has an attempted rally like this, and you know where the inflection point is, it's undeniable. The buyers, there were not enough of them to push the price to that level. That is another sign of weakness, subtle sign of weakness. And now we're marking down. We're currently at session lows. And you'd imagine this could continue for the next 45 minutes. You know, and the thing is, though, I mean, power hour is your second highest volume part of the trading session on the stock market. So we're in it. I want to say the last 30 minutes. And bots can take profit because they might have already been short. So, you know, rallies can happen in the next 45 minutes too. So don't be like fooled to think, oh, we're collapsing right now. I mean, you're at the lows now. Power hour's a long time, as long as 60 minutes, right? OJ futures running. I mean, dude, it is just, I mean, that's business as usual for orange juice. Business. But some of these stonks, I mean, look at HCA. You had to be really paying attention to this one, man. Nice bullish back test, then the rally, and it's like, oh god, a lower high. It looks like a head. It's like a hyper head and shoulders, right? And that's like my own trademark. I'm not even really claiming that it's my trademark. I'm just saying, like, we just talked about what would make it a hyper head and shoulders versus a standard one, and it'd be that right shoulder lower than the left shoulder. Not the other way around, though. I don't think it is the head and shoulders at all. If you have like a left shoulder that's like low and then you have a higher right shoulder, I don't think it's, because you can't really, the method for invalidating a head and shoulders would be the price of the right shoulder eclipses the left shoulder, and normally with a back test and another rally. So anyway, HCA sitting at its lowest price excuse me, since March 17th. And, you know, clearly we knew, like, if you break 263, it is over, dude. It's done, son. And it's on the way down. And it's at session lows as I'm speaking to you. Now, I'm just, like, kind of looking around. I mean, far-fetched. Virtually, I mean, it's about to hit all-time lows. It's very close to its lowest candle close ever. Etsy getting wrecked. Already broke support. Currently trading at its lowest price since May of 2020. So we're talking about over 3-year lows on Etsy. Man, I just bought something on Etsy. I did my part, man. Down 4.2%.
Is that a joint? Is Is that a joint?
You probably can't because stockholders, right?
Oh my
I
god.
mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Dude, oh my god, dude, sorry. Let's see.
There's bears out here.
There are bears out here. EL, oh my god. EL, SD Lauder Companies, household personal care, is currently trading at its COVID crash nadir. Oh my god. Wow, I mean, do we have any lockdowns? Is the whole world's economy locking down right now? No. Oh, so no, probably not going to bounce here this time. Below that's 122, and below that's don't even worry about it because we'll talk about it when you break 122. All right, just routed. The buyers routed. And energy that looked maybe just like there might be a recovery. It's hard to XLE with that bearish harmonic pattern that is so powerful. It's so, I mean, perfect reaction. Still intact. And here it is. There you have it. Valero Energy hitting an old all-time high from June of 2022 and failing to break out again. Failure. Bearish divergence on the RSI up here. Clear as day. Give me an audio check too, make sure we're good. I mean, I'm just making sure this stream's on. I don't know how many people watch this stuff anymore, but I love it. I have fun doing it. That's why I started doing it, and that's why I keep doing it. So I love charts. I love price action. I love all this stuff. So lower high than the previous high, and now on Shopify. And currently just right back at this 51.30 level. It's a peak from 2020, a valley from 2022, and currently buyers are trying to defend it for the second time since August. And the unfortunate occurrence here is today. Yes, today, not yesterday. Today, Shopify has breached the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since January. This is how things end. This is how bear market rallies conclude, with lower highs and now this price action after the lower high. So, I mean, the target below 51.30 is $43. $40 around the entry of a trade setup. They got one of the three targets. Unfortunately, not, just meh performance. We're okay. Crispy and clear. Thank you, Chaylin. You've given me, notice I gave you an off day today. Found a good one. No one's complained about the thumbnail yet because they didn't see the crypto breakdown. It's like, crypto's not really breaking down, man. It's not. It's just in the thumbnail. It's an older one. Okay, Service Now. Oh my God. You got a potential double top or right angled ascending broadening formation with, with a about to be confirmed partial rise, which would indicate that there is, would indicate when or if we see this 534 level again, it would indicate a 70% chance of a bearish breakdown. Seems like it's getting, at least a 509, but then probably 473. That's a beautiful pattern right there. Beautiful structure. Hidden bearish divergence on the second attempt to break a key inflection point from history that cannot be denied. February 2021. Too many times. You see how perfect of a zone it is. That's exactly where reversals happen. Yeah. So buckle up. We'll see if we catch the follow through on Service Now or later. Dominion Energy, massive bearish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted. Less than an hour till that closes. And the most recent discernible event on this chart, chat, again, it's something that is just undeniable. It's not my opinion, it's what's happening, right? You have this high from 2007, this high from 2008, way back, right? It's also been a valley before. What has just happened to that level I just showed you seconds ago, it has been, for the first time, regarded as a resistance. It was support in June. It is now resistance. And look at this follow through, leading one to believe, let's just look for like the next maybe major level. God. maybe 40. Someone could try to say, I mean, maybe like 43.50, but it's been a resist. It hasn't really been maybe support once. Okay, so 43.50, but probably 40. There's a lot of options on this one where it could go. $34 probably eventually. That's just the most disgusting local price action you could dream of. And somehow, miraculously, there was hidden bearish divergence on the formal bearish backtest, which is exactly what you're looking for if you want to manage your risk. If you're like, hey, I've identified that the trend is utter garbage, it's bearish, it's trash, the summer's over, this asset broke support, it just back tested the support as resistance for the first time in many years, and there is an edge on that formal bearish backtest. Very easy to manage risk with an entry and a stop loss marginally above the inflection zone with, take profits at, of course, lower levels that we've looked to identify there. So, beautiful. And then same exact stuff, if you flip the chart over, hidden bullish divergence on a formal bullish back test from a key inflection point from years ago, the massive bullish engulfing candle, right? Same thing. Doesn't matter what way the chart's going. The price, it doesn't matter what way the price is going. Traditional technical analysis. You can apply it to all markets, all trends. Let's go to the VIX. Yeah, again, that made a 4-month high. Unless my eyes deceive me. There it is. Oh my God. It is actually up 5% since I went live. Or 4.6%. So currently, the VIX is trading at its highest level since May 26th. Working on its highest daily candle close since May 24th. And 20 is upon us. Again, trying to read this with TA, there's no point. Like, have fun. We're just monitoring it, looking at it. Here's a level, okay? It's above the 200-day simple moving average for the first time, really, since March. Yeah, elevated volatility. Good, man. Good. Someone mentioned the Container Store. Also another e-commerce company. There it is. It is collapsing, crashing, routed, lowest levels. Well, looky here, Larry. Why don't just do it, man? Just say it. God.
How would you look at that?
I mean, you tell me, like, what's the real support? I would think the candle low close. Look at all the respect of where traders keep settling up, or they did back in 2020, never below that $1.99, $2 level. Okay, and then it's like, all right, if we're going to be really nice here, we got the wick low, wick low, wick low, wick. You're below it. I think you've like broken support here. And you could say, oh, the candle open. Really? Is that really the true support? Nah, that was a crazy day. I think we had circuit breakers maybe going off that day. So I think you're in a lot of trouble here. Nice gap fill, but then just kept going. I mean, that session lows right now. Let us look at the TLT that is collapsing at its lowest levels since 2011, I believe. There it is. Yes, the lowest price since February 2011. And you are now entering the chop zone. This is a level, this is a major level where reversals of all sorts have happened between 87.70, 86.60 for a very long time. Oh, there's the S&P 500, I believe hitting session lows. The futures, S&P futures chat, there it is. Wow. Down 1.73% on a Tuesday. That's not turnaround Tuesday. Yeah, not. So just waiting, I think, on the S&P 500 futures, the the real levels, like again 4,200. If you look at this chart, you can see the touches you've had on the bottom side and top side of this zone, and the 200-day moving average also looms. So we got ourselves a good old-fashioned power hour breakdown where the selling has not relented yet, but there still is another 30 minutes or so till the close. All right, I'm in the chat for big old ciphers, big old sharks,
technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
It's both, man, because it's whack because the price action's going down, but it's good because if you were wanting a reversal to ever happen, wouldn't you want it to happen at the place where it's been researched and studied by Scott Carney and people, H.M. Gartley, the M shapes, the W shape? Wouldn't you want it to complete and reverse at that completion zone? Yeah, the price reversal zone, the PRZ. Well, that's as good as it can get, man. That's pretty perfect right now, and you still have a lot of downside here. I mean, I think the Q's 338, 340 is the next big zone of inflection. Though there is one level it's holding on to from like July 2021 and October 2021. Let's see. We looked at like the quad screen, right? And you can see the Dow Jones is currently at its lowest lows. The Dow Jones just moments ago saw its lowest price since June 6th. Just took out that low from July 9th. And same with the NASDAQ 100, just taking out the August 18th low to see the lowest prices we've seen since June 8th. So that's like, a level's being violated. And then here's your IWM that we're talking about early in the stream, beginning of the stream, that was getting closer and closer to taking out that level. Now it's like, all right, if we closed here or lower, it would be the lowest 4-hour close since May, late May. So we got the selling continuing. All right. Sorry, when I scale into all these, I gotta go back. I'll try to get them. I'm not really looking at these for the TA, just for the price action, That's what the quad screen's for. It's like an emergency. Hey, man. Yeah, here's your IWM number after that, like head and shoulders looking A. Look at this route today. Working on the lowest daily candle close since May 31st and nearing that major inflection zone that goes back 2018. 2020, there you go. Like once I think it's taken out, man, good luck, good night, really. Okay, it's continuing down the stock market watch list. As you can see, Target has announced today that they will be shutting down many different locations in California and New York due to rampant theft, due to communists that have taken over the bureaucracy within these states and cities. Yeah, anarcho-tyranny. Yes, it's real. And guess what? Now you get to see it on a chart. Lowest price on Target since April of 2020.
Is that a joint?
No, it's not a joint. It's TA being respected with the bear pole, bear flag playing out, and next target, you're waiting for 90. I don't know how long it'll take to get there. Very severely oversold. Like we're talking about like 23 on the RSI. But wait, there's more. Is that the only asset selling off today, man? Oh no, man, not at all. Oh, we looked at the TLT about Eversource Energy. I want to talk about the most unironic inverted cup with handle ever. There it is. Want an ES or want a cup with handle inverted example? ES is the one. Look at the bearish back test, bear flag, whatever, and the drawdown. That performance, so good, and breaking a support. You're now currently trading below the COVID crash low, and you're trading at the lowest price seen since August 2018 today. Eversource Energy. Good Lord. Carnage for some individual stocks, right? It's not like, whoa, dude, the whole market's getting wrecked, man. It's so bad. I mean, it's like, it's a sell-off day, but it's not like cue up the CNBC markets in turmoil video graphic. I don't know if that's good yet. Look at some of these things like this Southern Company. Holy crap! You can talk about 3 falling peaks at a resistance. down 3.5%. I mean, it's glorious stuff. I didn't know if it was going to play out or not. It's just to identify the third peak and look at your third peak where it is. And of course, undeniable hidden bearish divergence on the oscillators on the third peak. That's the Wombo combo. That's the Wampa Stompa hack, okay, for pattern recognition. Beautiful. So maybe $62 if it really plays out. The confirmation line of this 3 falling peaks will be around $66. Okay. All right. Let's look at some of these banks getting hit pretty hard today too. Here's Wells Fargo after its informal bearish back test of a key level. All right, 2016. You see the valley and it's back test. So you're thinking $37 eventually. Downtrend would continue. Schwab, same thing. Nice bearish back test of a key level. 5150 target now. All right, look at that. I mean, it's so perfect. That's the price action you're looking for. ALB, another fresh low today. Lowest price on ALB since June 2021. Carvana double topped at a resistance, down 2.2%. I mean, that's beautiful, right? A resistance in your second test, and there's bearish divergence on the second attempt. You would think this would be the top, and we would see a more significant drawdown, but who knows? You never know, because it hasn't even broken the neckline of the double top yet. Potential double top. Let's see, like Marathon. Holy crap! I mean, breaking maybe back into this supply line, or did it even ever break out? Maybe not. If you adjust for the data, it never broke it. That means it is the most overbought it could ever be. If you were talking about it being in some sort of crazy up like sloping channel, right? Like we anchor like that, and then we anchor on the bottom. That's pretty amazing. Okay, that's really nice. You could imagine the downside potential on something like this, right? It's perfectly set up for lower prices. And it would still remain in an uptrend for a very long time. I mean, just to become oversold in an uptrend, Marathon would need to come down another $25. So that's like from where it is right now, you need to come down another 16% to become oversold in the uptrend.
Be aware, chat, we see TA being respected in these downturns. We are note bearish or bullish. We evaluate the data and then decide if we want to act or not. We use bearish or bullish to describe things, but we are data driven. Thank you for being here, all of you.
Thank you, Shadow Mitch, for the Tangia and very real words. I mean, that's true, man. Like, no ego. No, oh, man, I called it, dude. I called 10K. I called the top. I called the bottom. No, man, it's just... We are paying homage to the many legends that put their life's work and research into studying traditional technical analysis. And it is my obligation from learning from them to teach others if they'll have me, if they want to learn. And that's where I'm at, is this stream, this live stream. Thank you. Look at Eastman Chemical. I mean, you can't make this up. This is the level from 2014. Look at it. One time. The second time. You know what it is. This is a good crab pattern in the making. I think it's too deep on B to be like a regular M shape. Yeah, it's just 70. It's in that weird spot. I mean, thinking minimum 1272 to take it down to the next supports. Of course, man. That seems very likely eventually. Beautiful, dude. NRG up here. Ooh, this looks prime for downside, right? You're just looking at an asset that's doing the whole high, draw down the slightly higher high with the undeniable bearish divergence in the oscillators after already a rally. You have not filled a gap yet. And there's a lot of chop on this one, man, but it just locally looks like, yep, like a bearish dragon potentially. Does kind of look like that. Right, 1 foot, the second foot. And then the breakdown of the demand line would take you I mean, if it's not already breaking down, I mean, it could be looked at like this, right? That's like 1 and 2 on the top. Then that's pretty perfect. You're about to break. This is about to be I mean, it could be a dragon breakdown right now, today. So, and then you're talking about a 618, 786 down here, target. Let's look at Square. You know, just after yesterday's candle, there was no follow through on a potential piercing line reversal. And yeah, I mean, there could be divergence, but it'd be
Mitch, thanks for being
randomly
here through the crypto good times and bad. Could you look at PIVX on the 4 hours?
If you want me to, yeah, sure. Anonymous, thanks, man. Can't believe you want me to look at that, but we will. We will look at that. Might as well just go now, as the Russell 2000 futures are about to take out that intraday low from the 25th, excuse me. Okay, well, I mean, what do I have here? I'll show you what I've got. Well, you've got an inflection zone, pretty well defined across the years. I'll just gray it out. You are currently up 13% today, but you can see it's a joke. It's like, who cares? It's up and it's just back testing an inflection point. It was support in December 2022. It was support in 2021. It's become resistance in June of 2023, August, and now September. It didn't even touch the 200-day moving average. You haven't seen that since April. So, I mean, too deep on B to be the formal harmonic, but yeah, you got down to an 886, and that's where assets oftentimes react, even if they're not textbook patterns. That is an 886. So, I mean, you got stuff happening at an 886, nothing crazy about it. Too deep on B, though. It's no formal harmonic, unless you want to talk about an extension pattern, which doesn't make sense because it would take you to negative. So that's it. You're below 857.932. That's the big breakout point. So if the price of PIVX to BTC gets above that, you are talking about potential major markups. Look straight up and down and up and down and up. And look at the wick up and down, but then down and up and down and up and down, up, down, up, down. I mean, that 2,500 would be the target above that level long enough, but you're not above it. You're below it. So thank you for the contribution. There you go, man. Go to KMI. Just looking at some of these. I mean, what do you think? Look, 200-day moving average rejected twice now. 2 lower highs than the previous highs. All of these highs are lower than this high. It looks most likely like you're going to draw down to maybe 1473 soon. It looks bad. It's almost like descending triangle behavior. Look, a buy wall clearly at $16, and then just lower highs every time that level's defended by the buyers. Let's go to Best Buy. Good God, man. Old Best Buy only put in a lower high in the previous high and is currently trading at its lowest price since November. So the lowest lows of the year, and probably headed back down to $61 to $62. Old Best Buy. And this is a bad looking wave structure too. It's like an extension pattern in the making. Gartner, I don't know. I don't know what will make this thing actually roll over. I mean, you got some of the biggest market makers or market drivers dumping today, and doesn't affect IT. Gartner, I don't know. It's set up for, like, this is an impeccable setup for a low risk short, but when asks, that's the question. When asks, it's the inverse of when bids. The stage is set for like a major markdown, but the markdown hasn't happened yet. I don't know if it ever will. It's just there. It's just set up. Ooh, let's go check on Kathy Woods. Good Lord, man. What a disaster. Like, it was incredible, though. I'll tell you, though. Like, right? The confirmation low at the support was fascinating to see it play out. But the new data that presented itself was the buyers took the price to that level, and then they clearly failed to recapture it. It's not a joke, man. It's such a real level. And so it was a trade by the looks of it. A lot of these, I mean, all the airlines and entertainment stocks, they were trades. They were not investments. They weren't like, oh, let's identify a bullish reversal pattern, go long on it, it hits or exceeds profit-taking levels, and let's just not sell. That's not what they were. They were trades, intra-year trades, and they've completed, and they've collapsed. And they're just back to those same levels, and it's like that lets you know what market we're in, bear market. So, ARK, you're looking for $35 to $36 again, and I don't know if you don't hold that, I don't know what to tell you, dude. You're in a lot of trouble. Netflix currently trading at its lowest price since May, so 4-month lows, nearing the demand line of the big channel you've been in, nearing the 200-day moving average, just a little bit lower to go. Let's maybe look at those all the sectors, right? I mean, what's the worst sector today? The utilities. Yikes! And we're talking about this. I think yesterday, or it was either yesterday or the day before, or the most complex head and shoulders on the planet, possibly. But really, what's so devastating about what's happening in the past couple days is a demand line that has been so ungodly respected since 2009. You can see it. It's not my opinion. It's just there. It has been broken in the past couple days. And the follow-through you're receiving today is terrible for if someone wanted this to go higher, because you were talking about in 15 minutes, the XLU, utility sector, the S&P 500, will be closing at its lowest price since March of 2021. Multi-year lows on the close, 15 minutes till it's confirmed. All the lower highs were, I mean, there was never lower highs, like literally almost never, right? Since 2009, and then they all started coming in. Now it's just complex head and shoulders. I think neckline broke. Neckline was probably like $64, and you just back tested the neckline September 19th. Yikes. Here's your XLK. Of course, the head and shoulders looking A. Formal bearish back test. Key resistance as resistance again. Trading its lowest price since May. 4-month lows, and soon approaching the inflection point from 2021. And if that breaks, well, then likely we'll see 143. XLY, consumer discretionary. That what a great reversal. But again, it's the long-term trend is your friend, and if levels cannot be recaptured, well, pay attention to the upthrust and the back test of upthrust of those levels, and now you're marking down the next support. I don't know if that's going to hold or not. 200 moving average down there too.
You're listening to the Deep Edition.
Let's look at the real estate sector. It's not part of the 11, I don't think, but this is very bad. This is like, I don't know if you don't understand this or not, but this is like a level from history that's being taken out today. Goes back to 2016, 17, 18, 20, 20. Downside, you can take it to $29. Trend is your friend. It's definitely bearish. It's definitely down, not up. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, same lows. Does not change the trend, so therefore more lower highs. Okay, well, the resumption of the trend looks like it's beginning to unfold. Here's the XLI. lowest price since June, early June. After failing to break an old, I mean, it made all-time highs, but then like, you know, it was an up thrust and then a lower high failed, break out again, and you're just rolling over now. So back to 97. If that doesn't hold, then you're looking at way deeper. I mean, $85 probably eventually. So material sector that, you know, we're looking at these, you know, I've been looking at these sectors, and it's like, it's really bad. I think you're in a lot of trouble here. And this level's about, it's like breaking today. It's trying to break. It's testing the levees right now. Target minimum going to be around 74, 75, but probably 70. Remember, this is like a big old M shape in the making. Talking something like this on materials, chat. Imagine. XLF. Yeah, this is what. Thank God, man. Just.
Is this your home?
See what happens, Larry? See what happens, Larry?
Looking at CNN on the weekly shows you just how close we are to things getting scary. Thanks, Mitch.
What's up, TSLA? Thanks, man. Shoot, man, you're like the only person that tips on the stream now. Thank you, dude. Dude, I'm like, it's over, man. Like, the days are almost over. I don't know, like, if things will ever change. They'll get back to, we're like worse than 2018 at this point. Just about to get there, really, in terms of just everything about doing this. It's just crazy. Like, it wouldn't have even been that big of a deal if like things didn't go so insane. Like, I'd have been okay with steady as she goes, but no, we had to go through the insane euphoria mania, you know, and now we get to deal with the hangover of that. And it's just like, God. So, thanks, man. So, I mean, it looks like $30. Looks like you're headed back to $30 on the XLF. XLC, it's topping out. I mean, by the looks of it for now, it hasn't broken the neckline at 64.40. Look at this. I mean, there's a peak in 2020. You're breaking it right now. The downside takes you to $57. $58. Double top. Double top, man. Big bearish divergence. MACD histogram. XLV, which is a healthcare. I mean, two highs that are lower than this high. Below the 200-day moving average again. I know it's been flat, but I think you had signs of weakness. This could be just this massive Wyckoff distribution schematic going on right now. I think you're in the last phases of it, though. 125 target down here, you'd think. Here's the XLE that's been performing better than everyone else.
We accept that what.
Thank you for the Google gobble. Thank you, dude. Yeah, here's your XLE.
Could we take a look at Exo stock? Exoskeleton company about to collapse.
I don't know, Conrad. We'll look. Thank you, Mr. Hawkinson. Are you a rival faction of the Hoskinson Sons? Sounds like it. Thank you. All right, so you just got this completed M shape, a lower high than the previous high, unable to break the 2008 resistance again. This is where it all came tumbling down. It was the end. And here we are, unable to break it many years later, and you still have a very valid rising wedge in development. So, verdict's still out on XLE, even though it's been one of the best performing sectors for sure. Here's your XLP. My God, getting routed. And it hit the pattern completion, or at least the...
I can't believe you've done this.
Thank you. Yeah, blame someone, blame them, blame the Fed. So yeah, I think you're just approaching pretty real level. Right, old highs from 2020, swing lows from 2021. It's a zone, man. It's definitely a zone.
What the f did you put in that sauce?
Thank you for the sauce. There you go. I mean, it's pretty clear where we're going. But I mean, like 1272 could react, but then it go to a 1414 and also be a valid area because that's also a swing low. But then Thank you, Kool-Aid Man, for the crashing the XLP, consumer staples. Can someone tell the market maker that we have run out of staples? We need more staples on aisle consumer. Thank you. 1618 break support. So, but it would probably be lined up with an 886 from this low to high. So confluence there. All valid areas. Right around the session lows. So taking outside of the sectors, you got the entertainment leisure sector. Let's look at it. And that's it, man. Yeah, you can't just come back down at the support and put in price action like this. You can't just back test a supply line or a demand line as a supply line on the 1st September. You can't do that. You can't show signs of weakness like this at inflection points and look at it now. And it just hit its lowest price since January, and you're going lower. There's no real support here. None. You got like a minimum target, just to be nice, 35 or 85, but then probably 31 bucks, because remember, all of this work was the buyers doing what they could to reverse the trend, and they failed. So with price action like this, the sellers are reassuming control because they're in full control of this market. So I think after all this bearish consolidation for so long, you would mark down, resume the downtrend, and continue and make your fresh lows of the whole downtrend. And then we got also like the Dow Jones transportation. My God, it's just stupid as stupid does. Lowest daily candle close since
Why did Biden take all the staples? They were great staples, the best, the most American staples.
Yeah, the staples have been completely taken, as you can see. But also the Dow Jones transportation, you would imagine this would continue to draw down just based on what's happening with the oil prices again, right? Yeah, and interest rates staying so high, but it's just not really affecting inflation. Inflation's not really going down. Not fast enough anyway. So, we've just imported in the last 2.5, 3 years, we've imported about 8 million third world migrants with no skills, nothing, no education, no skills, no compatibility with Western culture. They're here too. Do you think the 8 million people that just crossed our border in the past few years are going to help or hurt inflation? Is it going to drive inflation down or up? Now you got to ask that question. Will crime go down or up from that? Will more Target stores open or close?
You know what? I want some Indian food, or I can go for a bullish market reversal, but I still want some brunch.
What's up, Mr. Chicken? Thank you for the Tangia. I don't know, Tangia just didn't sound like a good, thanks for the contribution. I guess it's to say thanks for the contribution like the others. Yeah, man, thank you, dude. Answer these questions, man. Answer these questions. Okay, Dow Jones, 886. Dump it, man. Dump it. Was there another? The DBC, which is the Commodities Index, which is different. It's still this elevated. It just recently hit its highest levels since December 2022, the highest highs of the year just recently. But they probably bearish divergence there. It looks almost like the oil chart locally, at least since July. Yeah. Crazy. Elevated. Not the same. Speaking of commodities, how about OJ, chat? Can we please get some Jesus chimes?
Look here. Look, listen.
Orange juice, the highest highs in human history once again. The generational chart, it was Bitcoin, and then it stayed orange into the juices. Then the futures. We are in the future, man. And a 1618's been eclipsed. And the 2618 is $448. 2618. I mean, if it gets there, I guess I'm not going to be surprised, because if any chart in the world at this rate with this trend was going to do it, it'd be OJ futures. I mean, OJ Futures is better performance than NVIDIA. Because NVIDIA hits the 1618 and then reverses twice. Hit it twice and then is drawn down.
Dear God, it's beautiful.
Thank you, Mugatu. Thank you, dude. I mean, copper futures sitting at this pattern completion zone, but to me, that gives me cause for concern. That makes me not really. I mean, I wouldn't be taking a shot on copper futures here with this harmonic completing. Not really. I don't think I would. That is a new piece of data that indicates and represents distribution, lower highs. The downtrend is still so well intact. I can't, in good conscience, look at this and be like, I'm excited to go long right here at 150. Below the 200 moving average. It's bad, man. Such a lack of demand. The market participants are unable to even test 172, 174. They're unable to test the 200. This looks almost like it's about to be a harmonic dud. But we'll see. Been wrong before, be wrong again. U.S. oil rallying right around that 38% retrace from the old highs up there from March 2022 to the low. You know, it's $96 next target. Then after that's 103.72 for just common targets on a falling wedge breakout.
Deckard asked me, Deckard Kane, which specific harmonic pattern has piqued your curiosity? Ah, my dear friend, I must admit that the harmonics of this stream are quite perplexing. It is as if a cacophony of disjointed melodies is being played by a band of tone-deaf demons.
Wow.
Truly, it is a pattern of disharmony that baffles even my seasoned ears.
My God, Deckard. I think you need to go read some more
Mitch,
books,
I need
man.
you to be in the Fed. Seriously, I have lots of money. How do I get you in a cage match with Powell and Gensler? I need to know. You are smart. I'm very smart, too. Just ask all the doctors. May I offer you a Big Mac?
I don't even know how to respond to that. Pay for my plane ticket to DC. I'll do it, man. We'll go. We'll live stream it. We will. I will give them both the as long as my partner can be Macho Man Randy Savage, right, in the cage match. Thank you. Something about Big Macs too. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about that. Thank you. Soybean futures still holding for now. Believe me. Wait till whatever rally happens here. Most likely going to be a lower high than this high. And if it is a lower high, then just get ready for another test and then a breakdown. Just absorption of remaining supply, possibly. I mean, there's always something that can happen when you make a low and you make two lows that are higher than the first low, the lowest low. And just saying, you're at a key inflection point, at a major support, and it has not been broken yet. That's it. But before that was the lowest high of the entire downtrend that had been is very well established. Natural gas is up. You know, whatever, just elevated, and I'm just not going to be surprised one way or another, whichever way it breaks, down or up at this point. Lean hogs, flat, okay, you know. But poor metals, you know, just, this is the worst. I think you're probably screwed now. Like, this new data gives me no hope now. I am unable to, I mean, it was neutral yesterday. This follow through today started to make me more bearish. Like, you're confirming lower highs back below the 200-day moving average, back below the 2011 old all-time high. It's such an important level, and price action here is so pivotal. Unfortunately, what we're witnessing is price action that is not good at a level that's very important, right? So that's a dud. We're dudding out on gold. Not what you want to see on the metals, man. Silver, same situation. This right here, what's the newest piece of data? A lower high. Another lower high. Are you kidding me? And breaking support. Oh god, forget metals, dude. Forget them. And then, like, what was the one that was like not even giving us hopium? It just looked bad the whole time. It was copper. Copper. Look at this head and shoulders. Broke the neckline on the 21st. Back tested it on the 22nd. All right, was 22nd. Yeah, and then yesterday back tested the neckliner's resistance, and today we're catching the follow through. Today was the lowest price intraday seen since late May. Waiting for a 329 eventually, probably off this. Yeah. Okay, cocoa futures not doing the orange juice today. Oh. Uh-oh. You know? Still unbelievably, ridiculously, absurdly parabolic, but just not making fresh highs today. Highest high was the 18th, and no higher ever since. Okay. Well, been live now for an hour, and the stock market is closed, so Jesus chimes for the closing bell. Your SPY closed at this zone here. Well, it actually closed below the October 2021 lows, closed below the August 18th, 2022 lows, and as you know, just below those levels, and like you think you'd probably go a little bit lower to test 422. The peaks from 2021, the valleys from 2022, they're not like that many. I mean, yeah. And the 200-day moving average is around 420, 418. Demand line is upon you. You're nearing oversold territory of this uptrend you've been in. So let's see what kind of price action we get in the coming days. Very interesting. And then here we can look at the futures that are still open for the next hour. Okay, there you go. There you have it. Rallying back just a little bit off the lowest lows, as you can see, since that close.
Salt, 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 so salty.
Thank you for the salt. $1,000 stakes. Thank you, dude. We didn't look at total. That again, crypto has not really been the story of the day today. There's just really not much going on. I mean, besides JP Morgan apparently banning crypto from their payment processor completely. I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's legit, but there had been like rumors circulating that it was fake because it was worded so weirdly that I could have believed that. But so far, it's confirmed, right? I mean, like that's. And guess what? It's just like good news yesterday with Michael Saylor buying $100 million more dollars worth of Bitcoin, and then Shanghai saying crypto is a protected asset class or something like that. And that was good news, but no price action. And then bad news, a major, the fifth largest bank in the world, banning all crypto on its processor. No movement either way. So the bearish composite man picked up the phone, and there's just no demand and no supply. It's a wild, dead market, man. We can go to Bitcoin. Did we even look at Bitcoin today? I don't think we did. It's not moving. It's literally flat. It's the same price it was at, 48 hours ago. Same price it was at in August. Same price it was at in June. Same price it was at in March. Same price it was at in June of 2022. God, dude, just... This is it. This is your Bitcoin chart. These are daily candles. I mean, like, I feel like I'm losing my mind. There are people going to people's houses with their gun and having schizophrenic manic breakdowns on live stream. That's what this market's doing to some people. I'm just, my viewership's gone completely. It's over. Like, that's it. And other people are like, I gotta have a manic schizophrenic episode, and they gain viewers and subs, and it's like, okay, well, that's what gets rewarded today. Stuff like that. It's crazy, man. It's like, whatever. Just happy that things went so well in the past 5 years. So so I can be prepared for the next 5, because they certainly don't look as bright. My God. Okay. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for the contributions and the people that showed up to watch the stream. If you're still there, thank you. And I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the TA. Hey, Conrad, man, sorry about that. I mean, like, look, dude, I'm like lost my muscle memory on like checking for contributions now. It's like literally gotten that bad. So my bad, dude. But I don't really know. I mean, you want me to look at this asset, but like, can I ask why you want me to look at this? Because look at it. I don't even have to leave the thanks for watching screen. It's so terrible. I like the fact that there was a support from March 2020, and it got regarded as a resistance pretty much twice. It was 1 time, 2 times, rejected the 200, has drawn down to its all-time lows. Look at this 200 continuing to be resistance, and now rolling over to the lowest levels ever. What do you want? I mean, you know these guys don't ever make money, ever. They've never, ever made money. Not a dime, okay? Nothing. So do you want me to like get cute here and paint some harmonic on a company that should probably be bankrupt? Okay, here's your crab pattern. 1618, still lower to go. A little bit lower. You're almost there though, God. 1618 is 47.6 cents. So that means like, you can't tell, but there's still, from where the price is right now, another stupid 36% downside till you see a 1618 on this crab pattern. Okay, 618 on B, lower high on C equals 1618 on D. So wait till it drops another 36% because it's useless, worthless, garbage. And then we'll talk, okay? Have your alert set up, I guess, down there. That was kind of a joke. All right, well, again, I'm trying to make it right because you did contribute to the stream. So I am grateful for that. And here it is, man. That's it. Thank you, dude.